So, if you've always wanted to know which alcohol you are most like, according to your horoscope's star sign, keep listening and then try some of these super yummy mixed drinks next time you're with friends. Cheers! Number 1. Aries. Vodka. Best cocktails: Cosmopolitan, Bloody Mary, Moscow Mule. Aries, you love to have fun. It doesn't matter where you go or who you hang out with, you bring the party with you, much like vodka. Listen, if there isn't a party with vodka, or Aries, is it even a real party? Definitely not. And just like vodka, you like getting SHT done in the least amount of time possible. You think people sip vodka because they like the taste? No. They drink it because it gets them where they want to be fast. And besides the fact that you and vodka are both essential at every party and in every bar, you're both also adaptable. As an Aries, you mix well with all types of people, any atmosphere, and every venue, just like vodka mixes well with all kinds of juice, soda, and energy drink. Number 2, Taurus. Cognac. Best cocktails: Sidecar, The Summit, Matahari. Aries, no one does chill like you do, Taurus, which makes you one of a kind and a great person to hang out with on lazy days. But just because you sometimes feel like being lazy doesn't mean you have to be a total couch potato. I mean, for all anyone cares, you could sit in a 3-piece suit on the couch all day and not care one bit what others think of you, kind of like cognac. Is that a weird way to describe it? Because like you, cognac is smooth, chill, and oh so fine. Cognac is what interesting people like to drink, which is why this is your go-to alcohol. You can still be lazy and drink it on the couch, don't worry, because no one drinks cognac at the club, but it's still a drink that helps you keep that cool, fascinating personality you have on lock. Number 3, Gemini. Tequila. Best cocktails: Margarita, Paloma, Tequila Sunrise. Gemini, you're a whirlwind, Gemini, and anyone who has met you, even for a second, will agree with me on that. You want to have fun, you want to get crazy, and sometimes, you want to take all of your clothes off. And what better alcohol to help you do that than tequila? Like tequila, you are bold and you refuse to be ignored. Think about it, how many times have you and your friends chanted shots until the bartender poured you all some tequila? Exactly. Another thing you and tequila have in common is that you are both a lot of trouble. Think about what happened the night after all of those tequila shots. Don't remember? I'm not surprised. Tequila is dangerous and so are you. And both of you are always taking things way too far. Number 4, Cancer. Sake. Best cocktails: Strawberry Mint Spritzer, Sake Champagne Mojito, Kyoto Sour. Cancer, you know how to have fun, it's true, but in a classy way that not everyone is down for. You're kind of like a chic wine mixture, but some people would rather be at a party where they end up puking in someone's front yard. Hey, to each his own, right? But it doesn't really matter if you're everyone's taste because neither is your go-to alcohol. Sake. It's kind of like good wine and it's kind of like good vodka, but however someone describes it, it's just like you, chic. Sake isn't something you drink when you want to get hammered, it's something you drink when you really want to savor the alcohol. Like this drink, you're a little different, but totally playful. Little hints of your personality show through once someone gets to know you better, which is what keeps people coming back for more. Number 5, Leo. Whiskey. Best cocktails: Irish coffee, mint julep, old fashioned. Leo, everyone knows you're not afraid to be the center of attention, but only a few people can really get to know the real you. It's not so much that you don't open up to others, but more so that others don't know how to handle you at first. Still not getting it? Let's try this. Your go-to alcohol is whiskey because like it, you're bold and popular, but not everyone's preferred drink. You're definitely an acquired taste that is only meant for a select few worthy enough for you. You can adapt to certain situations, but you try not cheapening yourself by mixing with the wrong crowd. You would much rather stay your glamorous self without worrying if everyone likes you or not. Number 6, Virgo. Gin. Best cocktails: Martini, Negroni, Gimlet. As a Virgo, you know that drinking doesn't have to only be for stuffy, old people and it definitely doesn't have to only be for college frat boys. When you drink, you try to keep the evening as thoughtful and classy as you are, which only works if you have the right drink in your hand. And that drink, my dear friend, is gin. Gin is certainly not for everyone and, pardon my honesty, can leave a bitter taste in someone's mouth the first time, just like you can. But that doesn't mean you, or gin, are gross. In fact, the bite that makes gin so deliciously decadent is exactly what makes you so similar to it. People are often surprised by the taste of gin and the fantastic cocktails a little splash of the alcohol can make, but that's only what keeps them coming back for more of it. And you. Number 7, Libra. Rum. Best cocktails: daiquiri, pina colada, dark and stormy. Libra, who loves a party that doesn't feel like a party. You do, Libra. You're all about comfort and easiness, which is why you would probably show up to work in sweatpants and no bra if it were acceptable. If it is, I want to know where you work. So, it only stands to reason that your alcohol of choice would be as easygoing and low-key as you are, but still be a lot of fun, of course. And the next time you're ready to chill with friends on a Friday night, rum is your go-to. Rum is awesome on its own and even better with mixers. Just like your party by yourself and with your friends. You bring out the best in everyone around you, and you know that being fun doesn't also have to mean being crazy or over the top, kind of like rum. Number 8, Scorpio. Moonshine. Best cocktails: raspberry fizz, bee sting, ginger snap. You're a Scorpio, which means you demand attention and always make an entrance, no matter where you are. Your strong personality, stunning looks, and your ability to have all eyes on you at any time makes you queen bee. But just because you think you're the bomb.com doesn't mean you don't intimidate people every now and then, just like your go-to alcohol can. Moonshine isn't for everyone, obviously. Ask someone if they want to drink moonshine and they either cringe or say something like, "Hell yeah." Basically, you either love it or you hate it. And with a personality like yours, Scorpio, this all or nothing feeling is eerily similar. But whether someone loves you or can't stand you, there's one thing no one can deny: you're a hardcore badass that knows how to make an impression. You like moonshine because it doesn't pull any punches and it'll mess you up fast, which is exactly how you like to live your life. You're a harsh, but true personality that needs a drink to match. And nothing says what you see is what you get, quite like moonshine and you. Number 9, Sagittarius. Champagne. Best cocktails: French 75, black velvet, mimosa. You are the definition of glamorous, Sagittarius, which is why your go-to alcohol should be the exact same. You hate hanging around with anyone that makes you look sloppy, immature, or messy by default. So you always try to surround yourself with people that you hope will help you elevate your status. And when you drink, you know you need to keep up your glam appearance instead of drinking bottom shelf liquor. That's why you always reach for champagne at a party or in the club, and not the cheap kind, either. Like champagne, you're totally classic and intriguing with a bubbly personality to match. Champagne is usually reserved for fabulous brunches and the VIP section at the club, so it can seem a little out of place if you see it at a party in someone's basement. Like you, Sagittarius, you're known for being extra, and when you're not out doing something extra, it can be a shock to everyone who knows you. Who knew champagne and Sagittarius could be chill? 2. Number 10, Capricorn. Scotch. Best cocktails: The Godfather, Blood and Sand, the Penicillin. Capricorn. Whenever I think of Scotch, I think of someone in a velvet smoking jacket drinking it out of a crystal glass in front of a fireplace. So, in short, a very sophisticated scene. And if anyone can make that scene come to life without anyone so much as batting an eye, it's you, Capricorn. You can be incredibly sophisticated when you're at your best, and a little biting when you're not, which is why Scotch isn't just your go-to alcohol, it's also the alcohol you most identify with. You know the value of being able to just exude maturity and sophistication, so it only makes sense that the alcohol you drink can do the same. Scotch is something that adults tend to drink, not something you sneak out of your parents' liquor cabinet when you plan on getting drunk with your friends at the playground. So, by that logic alone, you're already a lot more mature than some of the other signs. But everything in moderation, right? Just because you're a top shelf kind of person doesn't mean you can't get into trouble. 2. Just remember that next time you want to have some fun and liquor is involved. Number 11, Aquarius. Absinthe. Best cocktails: The Jaded Lady, Sazerac, the Sleepy Hollow. Remember the time you tried absinthe for the first time, Aquarius, and you couldn't remember how you ended up wearing someone else's clothes or how you got that huge bruise on your forehead? Yeah, me neither. A night with you is like a night of drinking nothing but absinthe, totally wild, and a night you'll never forget. Well, a night you'll never forget. You blacked out after a few shots. You can be unassuming at first, but people never realize how hardcore you can be after a few hours with you, or absinthe. You're definitely different, like this alcohol, and certainly not everyone's first choice, but that doesn't mean you're not fun, interesting, and a little dangerous, in a good way. You know how to make an impression, Aquarius, and trust me when I say people will be talking about their night with you for the next week, just like their night with a green fairy. But just like absinthe, you're best in short bursts. You highly value your alone time and just being lazy, and going out every night isn't your thing, which is probably a good thing since drinking absinthe every night sounds like trouble. Number 12. Pisces. Jägermeister. Best cocktails, Bed of Roses, Colt 45, The Widowmaker. Pisces. You aren't afraid to be underestimated because, honestly, you like surprising people. Some people consider you to be a pushover, while others think your caring nature is an attempt to make you seem more likable, but in reality, you're sugar and spice and everything nice, kind of like your alcohol of choice. Not everyone is convinced Jägermeister is anything more than battery acid, but it's actually a complex liquor that packs a big punch, like you do, Pisces. Instead of being one-sided like some say it is, your personality is complex and deep, and not just for show. If you and Jagger share anything in common, it's this: more than being a complex character, Pisces, your personality can be similar to what someone feels when they drink Jagger. Whether you drink it straight or with a mixture, you can't deny that Jagger is a sultry flavor with a little bit of sweetness and a little bit of bitterness. Your personality is similar. You're a little sweet and a little spicy, but very sultry. That's what makes you so irresistible and so mysterious at the same time.